Welcome back, students. How are you, all of you? I hope that you are doing all good. Yes? And the first chapter we studied about is the introduction chapter of history. That was what, where, how and when. As you know, people started across the river. Yes, they lived beside the river. And these people were known as hunters and gatherers. Hunters and gatherers are known as who hunted wild animals and they gathered the fruits. Gathered the fruits such as nuts, roots, seeds and leaves. Now these hunters and gatherers, they were skilled hunters and gatherers. They started settling agriculture. They started knowing how to grow the crops. Yes, so these early humans were known as settled agriculturalists. Yes, so that means there was development in progress. Like they were hunters and gatherers. They knew they have to stay beside the river. They need a water because water is essential for human beings. Yes, so this is how people started developing themselves. They knew, they got an idea, they got a knowledge to understand and they were implementing. Yeah, if you get something, you know something, you start implementing. But so, these people started staying in communities. They gathered in a group. Yes, and this group, that when they started and staying in communities, these people started developing the cities. We studied about Magad, yes? One was the ruler of Magad, then there will be 4 beside over there. The rulers will be staying beside there. Same way, today in this chapter, the chapter 3 of history, we are going to talk about in the earliest city. Let's see the subtopics of the chapter. The story of Harappa, rediscovered, basics, city structure, the Great Bath, city construction, life in the city, new crafts in the city, raw materials, food, important cities, seals and buildings, Egypt around the same time and end of civilization. Now this is the introduction of the chapter, but today we will only just look after till the Great Bath, the 4 topics of this chapter. So now let's start the chapter of Harappa, means the story of Harappa. Now as you can see here, 150 years. Now before 150 years ago, as you know, British were ruling. Yes, so these people, when they were ruling in the place that is Punjab, that is now in present day of Pakistan, engineers and workers, as they saw the quality of the stone, they were surprised. They didn't knew about the stone, but then they started doing what? When the railway lines were first being laid down in Punjab, that is in the present day of Pakistan, they didn't know it was. What it was, they were not knowing. They were knowing, yeah, this is the stone and they use for the railway lines. But they were not knowing what the stones are for. So what they thought was, for them it was a rich source of ready-made. For them it was ready-made things. You get your food ready-made things, no? Your mummy prepares your food and you get ready. Your food is placed on your table. That is the ready-made things. So what people that those time thought, the engineers and workers were surprised that these bricks are the ready-made source for them. Why ready-made source for them? Because to establish the railway lines, those time, okay, 150 years above we are talking about. So this is how they thought that was a high quality bricks, a very good bricks. So they used for the railway lines. Then they used thousands of bricks from here and some buildings were completely destroyed. Now see students, if they would have not destroyed by taking all those bricks, we would learn more about Harappan civilization. But what had happened? They had destroyed it because they wanted all those things to use for the railway lines or for some purpose. So this is how the people started developing, they progressed, but the things was they just broke off the bricks and they destroyed it. Okay, so this is how talking about this Harappan civilization and the story of the Harappa. So they used thousands of bricks from here and some buildings were completely destroyed. As you can see, this particular things has been completely and the quality of the bricks have been shown. Now I have just drawn a timeline, that is Punjab Railway was built. Firstly 150 years ago, 80 years ago and today. So what had happened 150 years ago? Harappa was discovered as Punjab, Punjab that is in present day of Pakistan. This engineers and workers were building up their qualities of the stone, and they thought that these are the high source of the stones. So they used in their works. Yes. So for example, you studied about the railway lines. Yes. Then 80 years ago means 150 years and after 80 years. So 70 years later after it was first discovered. Harappa was first discovered, and today 80 years ago it was rediscovered. They started again rediscovering. Re means again, you are discovering again. And so this, as you can see on the screen, this is about the Harappan civilization. You can come to know by looking of this. See, it is everything developed with the bricks, high quality of bricks. Yes. So since Harappa was the first, it was the first city to discover that time, and this one site were also collectively called as Harappan. Now we will talk about rediscovered, how they rediscovered it, how did they knew about it. So then 80 years ago archaeologists found the site. Who are archaeologists, students? Archaeologists are those people who excavate and they study about the past and they analyze it. So they will study about the past, about the thing that they have excavated. Yes. So they realized that this was the one of the oldest city in the subcontinent. Students, don't worry, I will tell you the meaning of subcontinent, what it is. So they realized that this one was the oldest city, okay, and in the subcontinent. So Harappa was the first city to be discovered. Remember, this is the important thing, maybe it will be asked you in the MCQ. So which was the first city to be discovered? Harappa. Then other sites with similar buildings and things were found. So similar things were being found those times. Since Harappa was the first, this other sites were collectively called as Harappan. So this was been also known as Harappan civilization. So now I told you we will be realizing about the subcontinent. As you can see over here, some of the land masses that have been separated. Yes. So a large area of land that is separated from a larger continent by either geography, politics or culture. Now, in our Indian subcontinent, which of the countries that make up Indian subcontinents? India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. So these countries make up the Indian subcontinent. Now we will talk, as in the second chapter we studied about the three age, the Stone Age, Paleolithic period, Mesolithic period and Neolithic period. Yes. So today also, as in this particular period, we come to know how we study about Stone Age or how we study about the tools. So first, Paleolithic period, as you know that it started from 2 millions till 12,000 years ago. Yes. And Mesolithic period was 12,000 years ago from till 10,000 years ago, and Neolithic period was from 10,000 to 4,700 years ago, and this from here this cities were being found. So this city, that is Harappan city, was found in the period of Neolithic period. Understood? So this is how the timeline is being framed, so that you can get to know and the concept should be clear to you. Now what are the basic? As you can see on the screen, this is the Indus Valley city of the map. Okay, these cities were found 4,700 years ago. They were found in Punjab and Sindh in Pakistan, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana and Punjab in India. So these cities, means Harappan civilization cities, were being found in this particular places. So unique objects that are found in almost all of this. Now which are the objects that are found in these places? That is Harappan city. Okay, that is red pottery, stone weights, seals, special beads, copper tools, parallel side, long blades. Yeah, now let me show you the pictures of this. See, pot with design. As you can see, this is the pot. Okay, it is a designed. Yes, and stone weights. So stone weights are the things that they were been measuring for the vegetables or the things. Yes, so this was the stone pots with design and stone weights. Then we will see special beads and seals. So from the seals you come to know that the particular coin or the seal is from which dynasty or from which kingdom or the ruler. Then we talk about copper tools. Now, as you know, hunters and gatherers use stone tools. But now, here you can come to know that people were progressing. Yeah, they were bringing up the new things and new skill. So here, this Harappan people used to use copper tools, whereas early human beings used stone tools. So as you can come to know that, yeah, the things have been progressing. It has been developing. Then long stone blades. They were using also long stone blades. Now city structure. How was the city structure for them? Many of the cities were divided into two parts. You will come to know. And again, the city structure is very important. They will ask you for the short note. So remember it very easily. I will be just telling you. So do not worry. Firstly, there are two cities that have been developed in two parts. Part of the west and smaller and higher are called the citadel. Okay, citadel. So this was, citadel was the place that where the higher peoples, important peoples used to stay. So it was on the west side, but the smaller and the higher places were being used of. Then part on east, that was larger and lower, were known as lower towns. Lower towns people used to stay, means these local peoples were there that stayed in the lower town. And then we talk about, in some cities, special buildings were built on citadel. Okay, the important buildings, like we will talk about Great Bath. So that was the important structure that was being built or constructed in that place. Let's talk about citadel. Then you can see the upper part that is over here, that is being larger. Yes, so this all things this is the citadel. We'll talk about lower town. See, you can see upper city. You can see upper city over here, whereas you can see the lower city. Okay, so this part of the place is known as the lower city. Upper city and the lower city. As you can see over here, this particular building that is being constructed is upper city, whereas this part, the smaller areas. So the lower places, the lower towns, local peoples used to stay. Okay. So for example, in Mohenjo-daro, a special building was built on citadel. Okay, so this is the place known as citadel. Other cities like Kalibangan and Lothal had fire altars and may be used for sacrifice. As you can see on the board that the place is being, now they had a fire altars they used for the ceremonies or rituals for their religious customs. Cities like Harappa, Mohenjo-daro and Lothal had elaborate to store houses. Right now at your place also you have a storerooms, yes. So same way the storehouses were being developed those time also. Now we'll study about the Great Bath. I told the Great Bath is the important building that is being situated for the upper town peoples, the very important peoples. So a special tank in Mohenjo-daro built in the citadel part town that was lined bricks coated with plaster and watertight with a layer of natural tar, steps leading down on two sides and room on all sides. Water was probably brought in from a well and drained after a use, and important people took deep in the tanks on the special occasion. So in the next slide, students will talk about the Great Bath. We'll study that what this important site was for in the earliest people. Students, I hope the concept is clear to you. Study well and stay safe. Thank you.